Hello again, everyone. This is Marcus, and I review stuff. Today I'm reviewing the song Mars for the Rich by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Now, I've only ever heard one song from this band, and it's, to my knowledge, off the same album here, Infest the Rat's Nest. And just from what I've read about them, this album is more on the thrash side, whereas their style kind of flip-flops all over the place, from what I've read. And so their previous albums sound nothing like this one. By the way, if you can't tell already, just pardon my voice. I've been sick the last couple days, but luckily I feel well enough that I can knock out a video or two. But yeah, just bear with me. I might be coughing and stuff. We'll get through it. Anyway, this is one of the songs that I want to do. This is my Marcus Pick Monday. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked this time. And yeah, so without further ado, I guess, let's listen to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They got a fun name. I'll give them that much at least. Alright, so here we go. Hey, that was pretty good. I enjoyed that quite a bit. It's got a style you don't necessarily hear as much nowadays. Sort of that thrash metal style. I'm going to pull up the lyrics real quick. I neglected to do so before I started the video. Let me get the lyrics. Alright, so yeah, really like that thrash metal style, but let me break down the lyrics first. It said, "Red Mars for the rich, I'm just a poor boy living frugally. I see Mars on TV, I see people happy. I work fields with blistered fingers, I look starward. That world has no place for me." So, what I've read about this album, I will admit I'm not going in completely blind. I've read a little bit about it. This album is kind of about like climate change and the consequences of that. And so this song is about, the Earth is dying because of climate change, and the rich flee to Mars, which, is potentially, a future timeline that we may see in the next, however many years it takes us to finally start to colonize Mars, right? I think that's kind of on the map of a lot of people. But I like that he's like showing like, hey, I'm a poor boy. I'm stuck here on Earth. Red Mars, the czars live large. Red Mars for the rich. Mars for the privileged. Earth for the poor. Mars terraforming slowly. Earth has been deformed. Just forget it, you ain't coming here. The ticket's too dear. I stare sadly into my beer. That world has no place for me. So again, if you're not rich, sorry, you're stuck on Earth with the changing climate, with the extreme weather, with all the death and destruction, right? Red Mars, the czars live large. Red Mars for the rich. Red Mars, the czars live large. Red Mars for the rich. So I will say, King Gizzard doesn't quite. They don't really hide behind their lyrics. I think they kind of say exactly what they mean. Their message is out front and center. To be fair, the only other song I've heard from them is There Is No Planet B, and that one is super just like obvious in your face what the message is. So I don't think they really play with lyrics in a sense that kind of makes you think about it. I think they're pretty straightforward with their message, but for what it is, I think it's a pretty interesting song lyrically. I don't know very many artists who are tackling an issue like this, minus maybe a small handful of them. So lyrically, I give it a thumb up. I think it was pretty enjoyable. Like I said, it didn't really make me think too much. I think the message was pretty front and center, but for what it is, I think it's well written. I think where this song really shines is the instrumentation. I really like the guitar-driven and bass-driven sound. I mean, there were some parts in there where they really broke down the instrumentals, and they let the bass kind of shine through. They let the guitar shine through. They even had those really high-pitched sounds. I think they were using guitar to make those sounds, but honestly, it almost sounded like a different instrument altogether. So, really showcase the guitar players' strengths and really showcase their ability, as well as let the bass shine through a little bit. And really, the groove, it was very like thrash metal groove where it was kind of run by the bass and the guitar. And I really enjoyed that. Drummer was great. In the breakdown parts, I really like what they added to that really instrumentation breakdown. The vocalist has, excuse me. The vocalist has a pretty nice voice too, especially for this like genre of music. I think it fits really well with what they were going for. But really enjoyed the instrumentation for that. I give it 2 thumbs up. I really like what they did there, and I really, like I said, I really like this guitar-driven music, and that the bass had a chance to shine through it. I could really pick out the different instruments, and the different instruments really had their own place in the song. As far as like listenability goes, accessibility, I feel like this definitely appeals more to fans of thrash metal or just fans of hard rock, heavy metal in general. Also fans of people who just enjoy kind of thinking about their lyrics or things. Artists who tackle important issues through their lyrics. So I don't think the song's for everybody. Those people who just want to listen to a song to have fun, to forget about their worries. Not this kind of song, right? So, listenability, I still give it a thumb up. I think it's enjoyable for what it is. Probably going to go on the playlist, just because it's something a little bit different this year. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Got nothing else to say about it really, especially since like my throat's starting to go and you can tell my voice is starting to degrade a little bit. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Again, this was my pick for Monday, but I'm still getting to your reviews every other day that I post videos. So please keep sending them. If you have more from this band you'd like me to listen to, I'd be happy to oblige. Especially since I read that like they do a lot of different styles. I would love to hear some of their previous styles in the future, perhaps. So yeah, definitely let me know. Anyway, I'm Marcus. I reviewed some things, and if you like the music, go support the artist. Go listen to the music wherever you can. If you want to support me, all the normal YouTube stuff that you do. Plus, you can follow me on Twitter. It's in the description. All right. See you guys in the next review. Bye.